Last time on Magical Miss, no snakes were skinned. However, Gayle and Romi got chomped by Sylvia, who had grown to be the size of a bus. It was a close call as multiple snake heads started to appear on Sylvia, much like a hydra, and each head was feeding off of the jealous people that Sylvia had bit. Tyrone returns just in the nick of time. Ravi gets bit by a snake and beats up Noel. Gayle yells at Bloom to give Gabby a break, and Romi manages to talk down Sephi. As Sylvia grows multiple snakeheads, the girls spring into action by talking down each snake that is representative of each person, and they made quick work of them. Lily talks down Sylvia, and with the best luck possible, Gayle manages to take back everyone's jealousy from the strange hooded figure. At the hospital wing of Alfea, Gayle finally has a talk with Merlin, and the two break up as Merlin picks his work over her. Lily makes her rounds by visiting an unconscious Tyrone, having a quiet and sweet moment with him, then dipping over to check on Ravi. And then she checks on Kalila, who called off the engagement with her and Leo after realizing that Leo is a terrible person. And then over in Romi's room, she gets a call from her dad, and Timmy drops the ultimate nuclear bombshell. He left Tekna. Hey, so it's downtime and I need to recover from all this whiplash. Welcome to Magical Miss.
And Gayle, with as much as fun that you had last session, where does this take you now until midterms? Yeah, you got time until midterms. What are you doing during that time? What are you doing?
Oh, gosh. Well, so Gayle's got a lot of things on her plate right now, so she managed to avoid expulsion. Pretty good on that one. But I'd imagine that, she's not... That, her skipping, a full, week of classes really didn't help out her academics. So, okay. I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to take my first curse.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
As a reminder for those and viewers, it is now we're going to midterm, so mental will count towards a midterm grade. So the fact that you're rolling at first means you will also have the easiest time of it. So
it's your first, folks. Yeah. And I'm using the... Yeah.
It should be good. Yeah. You just gotta beat a 4.
Yeah, no. Should.
Easy. Be fine.
With disadvantage, that's a 7.
All right.
Nice.
There it is. Gayle is like, I'm fine.
Absolutely.
Gayle has a lot of distractions, but she studies hard. She forms some study groups with her friends, steals those recordings of classes from Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
All that good stuff.
An exam where you can have a 3x5 note card front and back.
Absolutely.
You can put whatever you want on it.
Oh, yeah.
Red and blue. And then you also write right over it in red.
You write in red and you wear your 3D glasses. Absolutely.
Yeah. She pulls this out of her fucking handy haversack, just because she's got some motherfucking thing on her,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And second off, she's got to look into what the fuck that guy was.
Oh, the scary, mysterious figure?
Yeah.
Big mystery man.
Gayle is gonna ask Mathilda if she could get access to the restriction section so that she can research this very clearly dark magic.
Asking for permission instead of forgiveness.
You know what that is? Growth.
Mm-hmm.
Are you using this for mystery? Or are you trying to double up on it?
No, this is for mystery. No, this is solely... she's not going in there for, academic reasons. She's going in there because that bitch stole people's fucking souls.
Yeah. She's a lich, as you were.
And I'm gonna take my blessing here.
Okay.
I'm gonna intersperse them, just because Gayle's gonna try. So for would I have? Can I roll mental on this? Or would I have to roll persona to convince Mathilda?
Because this is the mystery main track quest, you for the shotgun scene really just have to roll that.
Okay.
I don't want, unless you're doing something super specific that potentially Like, I want you to roll mystical for this, but please talk to Mathilda as if this is to convince someone.
Okay, gotcha. So then, this would be like when Gayle is like helping out, you know, her and Hawthorne, Mathilda, just sort of like fixing the place up. She's hanging around a lot more, you know? So she'll try to like stay back in one of the evenings. And sort of like when her and Mathilda are alone, Gayle will get into broach the subject. Oh. Thanks, Nicole.
I think
Okay,
Gayle would be lying in
so
this situation
I gotta-
anyways.
I gotta do this fully truthfully.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Heart.
Thanks.
No
Hi.
lies, no white lies. Let's go.
No lies, no white lies. Hi, Mathilda. So you know how you told me last time I tried to enter the restricted section that I couldn't do that and that you only allowed it for people who had very legitimate reasons to do so under supervision?
Yes.
Well, I may have found a reason that I need to enter there. You see, just a couple weeks ago, I was in when I was attempting to get back the jealousy that had been stolen from, several of my friends, I ran into this dark figure who used teleportation magic that I've never seen in modern times. And I need access to the restricted section because I want to stop them.
Go ahead and roll your mystical.
Okay.
Spicy numbers.
Get him.
10.
Woo!
Oh, shit.
I used the bless prematurely, by the way. But I did need it. So,
Oh, it's perfect.
I'm fairly just alternate them,
Mathilda folds her hands. I see why that might be necessary. I will see if there's any books in the restricted section that might work for you.
Oh, and if you like, I do have a video of the spell being cast, if that would help you narrow down the results.
By all means, I would love to see it.
Yeah, she pulls out her phone with, the recording from the camcorder she had on her shoulder back when she was, a reporter for the Sun.
Your GoPro.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. No, I've actually been considering starting a student newspaper. Is there a student newspaper?
Is there a student newspaper?
Their student newspaper.
I believe that the person who used to run it, graduated or dropped out. I don't really know. They were a funny person. They used to have some sort of paper, but there isn't one anymore.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. If you wanted, they did like to print some physical copies, so there is still a physical printer, magical printer, of course. So you could potentially take up residence in that area if you wanted.
Oh, really? Wow,
But you will need to have a supervisor, which has to be one of the teachers and or faculty staff. I'll be willing to sign up, but you do need 2 members. I think that was probably why the last newspaper didn't work out.
2 members.
Author.
Okay.
So
I just need someone who's interested strongly in research and also distribution.
Are you gonna ask that princely fellow? The one who stammers.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess if we're doing reporting, that could help him get some practice public speaking.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's thought.
I did promise I'd help him out, so yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go ask him, but thanks, Mathilda.
Of course. And I'll get back to you once I know about a book that might help you. It might take me a little bit, but I can do that.
Oh, of course, you've been ever so helpful. I'm very grateful. As Gayle will go and try to talk Hathor into restarting the school newspaper.
He will readily agree.
No,
I'm
no
gonna tell you
convincing
that
necessary.
Claire, I had a plan!
What a
Would
weenie.
you like to still do the plan?
No.
I mean, if you already got it, you got it.
I do kind of want to do it, but we can move on. For the sake of simplicity, we can move on.
It's just a straight and narrow of like, if you ask him for something, he will probably help you.
He just loves you too much.
Gayle will phrase this
Now you're single.
as if he can, is she wants to do this, and she thinks, okay, well, actually, I'm just gonna fucking do it, because I don't want to.
Go for it. Absolutely.
Great.
For it. Okay, please convince Hathor to join your school newspaper.
Great. So, Hathor, do you know how, I showed you the videos from, what happened at the gala, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was a lot, honestly.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about when I went undercover as a news reporter, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. And I was thinking about, restarting up the school newspaper. But, we'd need 2 members. And I know how I promised to help you out with, your public speaking, but we haven't gotten much chance to. Well, if, the 2 of us could work as, as student reporters, then that would give you the chance to practice speaking, by interviewing and talking to people, reporting on the news, if we did, video reports. Like, what do you say?
Oh. In theory, that sounds promising and that it would work. In practice, I'll try my best.
Thanks. Because I know that I said I'd help you out, and I haven't. And
I'm willing to try.
thank you. And we'd be working with Mathilda as our faculty supervisor.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
The other faculty are a lot.
God, if I had to listen to one more of Palladium's lectures, I would do something I would regret.
Ugh. Tell me about it. Studying for his midterm? No.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I've got it down. I mean, luckily, hey, thanks.
No, absolutely. You have done nothing but try and help me out, and this is the least I can do. But, just bear with me with interviews.
Cool. I'll make sure you're putting. Look, you'll have to get used to public speaking, anyways, Mr. Prince.
I mean, Jim is gonna take over the throne, so I could just, I'm gonna be her advisor. I don't have to do any of that. I'm not good at it. Or I could take a spot of land or do something else with Promethea, but she's gonna take the throne, so I'll find other princely duties that don't have to do with public relations.
Princes have. Well, that's even if you're not the ruler, you'll have to deal as an ambassador, dealing with other countries and working diplomatically. It's important that you know how to speak publicly.
Right.
And you're a smart guy. You'd make a good reporter.
You think okay. Yeah.
I think you're smart. I wouldn't exactly be working with you if I thought you were a dullard,
You see Hathor kind of just perk up a little bit at that, almost like a little shoulders back, chest up type moment. You gain another heart with Hathor.
My fucking god.
All right, sounds good. Left, what do you have left? What else would you like to do?
There's self-care. There is relationships. There was something else, right? You did academic.
Hold on. I'm
Industry.
trying to find my thing. There's the popularity, so like relationships.
Yeah.
So if you want to work on any like a relationship or two, or like expand on that, if there's anything you want to do with work, which I also will say, I can include your artifact hunting. I feel like you have not done that. I will count that as work.
Perfect.
I
Okay.
meant to say that before, but like you can like, I can help you do a little double dip. So if you do like a one or the other, or do like a small thing with Donaldo, but like please continue your artifact hunting work. I feel like it's very fun.
Thank you. Gayle will do her work then.
Okay.
What can I roll for this?
Work I didn't really put too much of a modifier because it kind of depended on what your work was.
Could I do mental?
Yes, I will allow mental.
Thank you.
Because this seems like a lot of research that you're doing. So
Alrighty. I'm gonna take my last bless. Because I need it. Okay, that's an 11.
ooh. Yeah. You did great.
Yeah.
I need to find where I put that document. No, because I made artifacts. But I think I put them in
Artifact table?
I made a list of artifacts for you to find and like research on, but now I'm like I didn't put it in the normal spot, and I think I was trying to find it last time. Please hold.
Thank you so much. You know, this is why I love Claire.
These.
You know, because like she's like, hey, Mikey, you should do this specifically. I felt you haven't done this, and I planned for it. And then I do it. And then she's like, okay, Mikey, I didn't actually plan for you to do this.
Hey, just lost where it was. Please cease and desist your rudeness. Thank you very much.
No DM slander tonight.
You know what? You're right.
Ugh. I thought you were going to say such nice things about me, but no, you're not. You're just like, this is all the things in which she has failed me. You're like on the cusp of discovering something as well, which I won't tell you about, but at the same time, like, it's there.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, Gayle's... Look, here's the thing. You know, Gayle's been hitting the books.
Found it.
In many, many ways.
Okay.
Ooh.
Beautiful. You can roll 1, 2, 3, 5. Roll a d6.
Gotcha. D6. What I have the fuck am I doing?
That's not it's 5. Beautiful.
Look, I was looking through like I've got like my other dice off to the side. You know, just in case I gotta roll like some of the kind of die, like a D4 or something. And I didn't grab the D6s that I had literally right in front of me.
You don't need them.
I don't need them.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have been doing a lot of research in regards to darker, smaller objects. You found a lead that you believe might be a trail to a strange happening of an object. You know that something perchance is happening with it because as you went... Hold on. Where the fuck did it go? Okay. As you were doing some research, you kept on hearing strange things popping up about bats that attacked smaller livestock. Looking into that, you believe that there is a dark object that is that might have been the cause of it. If you give me a luck roll, I will say you can discover and recapture that object. If you do not, then you just made a good report for the hunting guild.
Gotcha. Let's
Artifact
see.
hunting guild. For the artifact hunters.
11. Straight.
Oh, beautiful.
As you know what? When Gayle goes to find this, she will enlist the help of her good friends Lily and Romi.
Oh boy, we get to go.
Yay!
So much fun.
Because this is dangerous, and she needs their help, and she can't gather, hit DJ through wakes all the time. So
Yeah, because she fights really good, but Lily could probably do a decent job.
Lily will have to do it in a pinch.
Probably.
Don't know. Never seen her fight before. Oh no,
No,
you have seen her fight at least a time or two.
You have.
we have.
But arriving on what is the akin to a magic's farm or farm life, you see a barn full of bats. Somehow, the person who had last used this object had left it about and left that object there. Through a vicious fight of ducking from bats and batting them away from the livestock, you get your hands on what is called a crimson amplifier.
Ooh.
From your research, you know that if you press your finger to the needle and give it a drop of blood, your blood, it will deal you 1 harm, but the next damaging spell that you do will add on an additional 2 damage.
Ooh.
The downside is that if you accumulate 10 blood drops with the Crimson Amplifier, it will summon 2d6 hungry bats, blood-hungry bats, which is what you just thought of right now. So there is that downside of potentially you could have some very angry, bloodthirsty bats after you, but on the bright side, you could potentially do more damage to others. So you do gain that object. There's 1 orb left in the amplifier, which means it has 1 more use for 1 more person. There are 9 other shattered remains on this amplifier. So you could keep it for yourself or turn it into the artifact guild. The option is yours.
Okay.
Because it is technically a dark item full of negative energy.
Gotcha.
Gayle, we're really glad that you're including us in your hobbies, but there are at least 1,000 bats in here, and my shield is not big enough to really protect all of us from a bunch of bats coming by.
I feel like we're going to die inhaling all this ammonia and stuff. Can we at least
We are gonna get
go
super
outside?
rabies.
Can we just go outside? Open the doors.
Sure.
Okay, but just run outside.
Wait.
Lily! Oh gosh. Okay. Gayle will.
Bats are weird. I know.
Gayle will seal the door. They're not actual bats. They don't have any. They were not going to cause any droppings.
Okay, but can we get out of here? I just don't want to be
suck your blood dry.
Great. That's not bad at all,
I have
Gayle.
to perform a magical sealing ritual, and I need you to cover me while I do it, because the bats will try to viciously attack me while I do so.
Wait, why do you need to steal it? Can't you just turn it into whoever you need to turn it into?
Okay, if I turn it into turn it into, and then someone accidentally presses their finger against it, and then a dozen bloody bats come out and kill whatever poor clerk did that, I'd feel really bad.
Okay, just put a warning note on the thing and put it in a box.
Yeah, put a sticker on it.
Yeah.
Says, don't touch this.
Don't touch us. Or at least handle with pierce-free gloves, like
Romi,
titanium gloves.
How many times have I put a note on something to not touch, and then you touch it with one of your dang blasted machines?
I'm sorry, Gayle, you asked for us to come help you. I do not think that you are in a place to slander us right now.
Okay,
but
I'm sorry.
You see Romi's got her sword and shield out, and she's standing there bickering with Gayle, ready to protect at a moment's notice.
Okay, as Gayle's going to perform the sealing ritual on this, as she is still arguing with Romi about touching her, her accidentally touching shit.
And for the record, you left it on the communal countertop in our room, which is where you put things that are going to be touched by other people.
Okay, yes.
You wanted it to be separate. You put it in your underwear drawer.
That's the only countertop that is rated to handle objects of up to 300 degrees.
We should get a
can't put it
second
on my
table then. Can we just go to our RA and just ask for another table or something?
That'd be a 10 on mystical.
And a 0 to asking the RA for anything else because
and
feel like our RA hates us.
And okay, look, we can't just keep adding more furniture. The place is already as cluttered as it is.
Listen, I'm just surprised that we convinced them to have them install a ventilation hood in our room. That was insane.
I mean, it was either that or us all die really, really painful deaths.
Yeah, well, that one was to prevent poisoning, which I think. Even if they said no, I still would have done it.
Okay, you know what else is preventing poisoning? Us going outside and not being here with, quote, bats.
Okay, it's done.
Hurry up.
It's sealed.
'Kay.
Okay, look. Okay, now the bats haven't gone.
Let's leave, please. Let's leave.
Okay.
Gayle, they're still here.
Yeah, we can leave. Yeah,
Let's leave.
as Gayle will turn that into the guild.
You'll turn that into the guild.
Yeah, Gayle, look.
Oh gods.
Gail's not going to accidentally summon a bunch of bats into our room. We'll get expelled for sure.
That's what gets us.
Yeah, no, that'll be.
Approximately 1,000 bats into our home.
No, everything we've done. No problem. But the bats, ooh, no.
Nah. Can't clean up that guano.
For fun fact for Gayle, you have now successfully recorded the capture of a dark magical object, so you can count that as one success towards you becoming an official artifact hunter.
Nice.
Even though technically you did that without a lead artifact hunter, even though you took your friends. So you have a relatively stern reminder that you must have someone that is a certified artifact hunter accompany you, even if you do take lead. But they do accept you and give you full credit.
Nice.
But it is a warning, don't do it again.
Gotcha. Gayle's gonna find a certified artifact hunter that's not her ex-boyfriend.
Mm.
You know, casual.
Casual. All right, Mikey, you have two things left that you can do. You can either, dear fucking god,
Self-care?
You know what?
self-care is like how much stress do you have?
I have it written down here. Gayle has
You have it
two.
written down, thank
Gayle
you.
has two.
Yeah, I've got two.
Okay, if you take a third, then that's too much and you start taking negative effects.
Okay, Gayle
You'll-
will attempt for some self-care. Let's see this.
Is that
This
emotional?
is the 10, right?
No.
Yes, it's a 10.
Okay, 10 emotional. All right.
Yeah, and if you fail, nothing happens. So nothing bad happens at least.
Yeah.
You
You just keep it what you have.
know, actually, I'll take the curse in this one. Okay.
Nothing
That'll
happens.
be an 8.
What'd you get?
Okay. 8.
Okay.
I could have still. I rolled, a 5 and a 4, so I could have still passed. But I had to get the curse out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. If for your fifth and last track, it's a DC of 12, you can do something with persona like your family relationships and or friends, or you can do an extracurricular.
Okay. Would setting up the new magic times count as an extracurricular?
I will allow it.
Okay, perfect. And also, by the way, it's spelled THYMES.
Shut up.
New magic times.
New magic times.
Or is it
Absolute
or
dork.
didn't we say like just in the mint of time was the newspaper?
Let me
Was
double
it
check. Hold on.
Was
I
it
don't know.
that just in the mint of time?
It's gonna have time in it. That's all I remember.
It was either the times or just in the mint of time. Those were the two that I have written down.
You know what? We'll go with the times,
Okay.
and then our first full newspaper will be just in the mint of time.
It'll be freshly minted. Aha! Ha-ha!
First article.
Huge.
Just in the
Okay,
mint
then.
of time.
So I'm looking for 12 here, so
Yeah, it'll just help with early setup.
casual. No,
Okay.
it'll be a 5.
Do you want to take a stress token, reroll again? You'll be at 3 though. And you'll take negative effects.
What negative effects?
If you fail the total 3 or more, you have disadvantage
On what?
on shotgun scenes. You can take a total of 5 stress tokens, but once you hit 3, you will have disadvantage in these scenes. So it won't matter with like out things, but when it comes to like your extracurriculars, your work, your
So I'd have to-
relationship is going to take a hit.
So I'd have to do that the first thing next time.
Potentially, if you want to just get rid of that stuff. So no rerolls, I'm assuming, because that would.
Fuck it.
I think.
Well,
Oh, okay. Taking a stress token?
I think.
yeah, I'll take it.
Do your best. Make good choices.
Do you have to roll disadvantage on this now because you've taken 3? I think you do.
No, well, when you take the third one, you state which roll you're rolling disadvantage on for the next track, I think, because that's what we did. Because I haven't rolled disadvantage on my tracks yet until now, because I just got the third.
This is also the only. This is the last track as well.
I did
So
roll.
like this is the only one that he could.
I did roll
okay.
a 12.
Oh,
Would you like me to? I need a 5 or a 6 in this disadvantage. You want if you're making me roll it.
Technically, yes. If you would like to do so, I think that these are going to be hot dice.
Okay.
It's
gonna be just like last time.
It's great.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Stop.
A 12? Seriously?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I have a +2 to mental.
Wow. Gayle,
Okay, wait, this is wait.
Gayle wins all the time.
This is mental, right?
Complete failure or yep. What do you do to de-stress after the drama with your dad, your mom, your half sister, Merlin, all the jealousy snake shenanigans? Tell us.
She starts up the Times.
She dives into her work.
A brand new newspaper for investigative reporting around the city of magic. Though, her reports are small, they detail several of the new Winx Club's exploits in helping keep magic safe.
Are you calling you guys the new Winx Club?
Actually, wait, she'll ask the group. What the fuck is our name?
Well, mine's Romi.
No,
yours is Gayle.
No.
I'm writing an expose. That's why I interviewed you yesterday. Well, Hawthor interviewed you while I watched.
Yeah, he got really sweaty. Gayle, was that normal?
Yeah, it's what happens when he tries to interview people. We're working on it. That's why we're taking quotes, not the video.
So cute. Anyways,
do you think he should take like a towel with him at least for the first couple?
That's not a bad idea.
Or maybe in a more breathable shirt, perchance linen.
Yeah, maybe.
He said that shirt makes him comfortable. It's like his favorite shirt.
It's polyester, though.
I'll see if we do a polyester.
Really fit either.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do an undershirt here. But yeah, no, we need a team name because right now all I have is the Daughters of the Winx Club.
That's
and
way
that
too
kind
mouthy.
of sucks.
That's mouthy.
It's really mouthy.
I don't think that we can come up with something better.
All I can think of is the Winx Club, but spell it with 2 I's instead. The 2 I's meaning two Roman numerals.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
Okay, well, the problem is that I promised Mathilde that I'd have the first issue ready by Friday, and it's Thursday. Because we got that printing press fired up, so I need this article, which will be our flagship article for this new paper.
So you need a name now.
We need a name. Like, I can try to put this back because we have this story about the underground bike scene, which thanks Romi, sick.
It's not as underground now that you're writing a whole article about it, but
we're redacting a lot. We're redacting a lot of the information, but it's
how about there's 6 of us, right?
Yeah, of course.
The Spellbound 6.
Yeah. The Spellbound 6? Wow.
Maybe
I like it.
Okay.
You see Romi gets out a big sheet of paper and starts drawing a bike that has little 6 iconography on it, and she's
Then we could do this on the
We can make
chest, and then it
merch.
could have flames on it, and then I could do this, and then if you have like a big exhaust pipe, that'd be really cool there.
Think
Okay,
of
I
the
don't-
merch, Romi. The merch.
Lily, do you think that your light spell could be like captured in like a box, like a prism?
Probably.
Okay, the Spellbound 6. I'll put
Spellbound 6.
I'll put it in.
Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, we have a new name. Okay.
Also, Gayle, because of you doing this literally under disadvantage, everyone from the Spellbound 6, you gain a popularity point from your
Oh,
good work that has
shit.
been put out through the newspaper.
Finally.
And you can also utilize the newspaper for spreading and or confirming rumors if you so choose. It will put your name on it, but
Yeah. Okay.
honestly, it just sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Ooh. Yes, and our slogan is "Get ready to be spellbound." You know.
Get ready to be
Haha.
spellbound.
I like that. SB6 for short. I like that too.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Gayle will spend the rest of her time before midterms
Just
fucking
designing
printing.
a logo. Just like
Printing,
She gets, like,
distributing,
the magic Canva.
designing, yeah.
Winx Canva.
We love it.
Wanva.
Canva.
Fucking go. Let's
All
go.
right, sick.
Lily,
Yes.
what are you doing up to midterms?
I am finally taking some well-deserved. I'm taking fucking self-care as my first track because I'm struggling here. And I'll do my disadvantage with the because I have 3 stress tokens. Can I double up on curses?
I'm gonna say no because I also say no to 2 advantages. So if you already have something at disadvantage, I would say no adding something else.
Okay. So
I think is fair.
what's DC is 4, right? And it's emotional?
Yes.
Okay. Neg 1 to emotional, so we'll see.
You got this. No problem.
4 exactly. 4 exactly. So that is 1 stress point down.
There you go. No more disadvantage, and I don't think you need to allocate a disadvantage for the rest of this time.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Let's go.
Cool. Lily, she's gonna go surfing. She's gonna go to Magic's, go to the beach, and just carve out some good waves because literally nothing else is doing it for her. So goes out.
That is
surfs.
an A-okay good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What would you like to do next?
I think I want to, I guess, go for, because I mentioned this to you, Claire, in the last session, that I wanted to take one of my Alfea achievements to help out with my social standing.
image?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. With the help of Vivian,
Absolutely.
my new PR manager for Andros specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is this a popularity then?
I guess so.
Or is this where... I mean, this popularity is very much a relationship thing, so you could count it for doing it for Andros.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to count it for work, because princessing is your job, but you wouldn't make any advancement as 3 weeks. You would just stay stagnant, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Up to you. There's also extracurricular.
Yeah, always.
Up to you.
Well, hang on though. If I already spent an Alfea achievement to help get rid of to quell the situation, do I still have to roll for it? Because that's what sacrificing the Alfea achievement's for.
Getting rid of the Alfea achievement is to get rid of the rumor.
Mhm.
However, like, even when like celebrities do a bad thing, they still have PR to do, like, oh look, the person that has cheated on their spouse is now with a new person, how awful of them. But now look, now it is a love story for the ages. Like, that thing that happens repeatedly throughout time. I think I mentioned that to you before.
Mhm.
So you would still have to work on that image of, here is the new person of Lily we want you to see.
Mhm.
Here she is. Focus on that. You said that you had some not career work, so some charity things that you were working on that were scholarships for those in the arts.
Yes. For people who wanted to go in the arts.
So if you wanted to, Vivian could help push that more, and you could do like a small tour of like working on that, not answering the other questions of like, who are you dating? But just focusing on that tour and that thing that you want others to see as PR. And Vivian will continue to circulate that. So that is what you are trying to achieve with the shotgun scene, because you have to put in time and effort to do certain things.
I'll do that.
So the rumor is gone unless something happens to populate the rumor in a different light. But that rumor is gone. Nothing else can spread about you potentially having a relationship with like Tyrone / Ravi / Arnie and or dating all three of them or cheating on one of them with the other, unless something else completely different pops up.
Okay.
Which could then do that.
I'll have Vivian push for my my works with school grants and stuff like that.
Okay. Would you like to count this under popularity, work, or extracurricular? I will accept any.
Okay, hang on. Would the popularity would be under persona?
Popularity is the persona one, which is the family relationship, friendship, princessing work.
I'll do that with persona because I have a +2 to that. So
okay.
And the DC is 6 now, so
yes.
Oh, beautiful. That's a 10. It's a 10.
Beautiful.
10 on a 6.
Let's fucking go. Beautiful. Okay. I just want to double check something. Vivian is literally the best person you think you have ever seen. She has like the straight, like Edna Mode type, like hair, bob chin.
Yes.
She has the sharp glasses, the bright red lipstick, dresses all black, sharp pants, pinstripe suit, and she is like on it. She is there. She has like a whole tour of you. Like you are not really in Alfea as much as possible, enough to do your scroll work, but you are there like on a campaign to redefine your image. You are seeing like with children at school, you are handing out scholarships, you are like amongst the people in Andros, and your image starts to see much better of potentially the Senate acknowledging the efforts of which you are doing and seeing you in a much more positive light within media.
Okay.
So that when you are finally dropped off back at Alfea from your last tour, Vivian's like, I think we are going in the right direction. I will let you know if there's anything else that might have to be done, but I think that is good enough that I can work with. I will send you a small little list of posts and other things to maybe put out on your more public page or photos to take, and then I can do them with as I shall. But I think we're on a good case. Can keep in touch with me if you have anything else that does seem to happen that might need some attention. Let me know.
Thanks, Vivian. You are a godsend.
I know.
I love her.
Bad bitch alert! It's a bad bitch contest.
We love a Vivian up in here. We love a Vivian.
Genuinely fucking top tier.
Oh, your image is much more of a charitable case. You do not have those rumors of who you potentially might be seeing because you are just so busy doing other work. You don't have time for that.
Exactly.
But Vivian puts you in a much better light within the rest of the world. See.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
Next.
What else would you like to do?
Oh.
You didn't roll for extra advantage for that, did you?
No, that was just a straight roll.
Okay, because you have 2 more disadvantages and 2 more advantages, technically?
Technically, yeah.
Technically. So, use them as you shall.
I'll use... I guess I'll do academics. You know, we're getting there. It's gonna get rough. So we're gonna do this with disadvantage. This got no modifiers to this, so maybe I'll get Mikey's pizzazz.
You can add advantage or disadvantage. You have to add one of them. I'm assuming you want to add advantage?
I'm doing disadvantage just to knock it out of the way.
You are?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Like I said,
let's go.
Please continue.
Lily hates studying. She just hates the concept of like, I have to study for this shit that doesn't really pertain to me. Annoying. Anyways. Straight roll. Here we go. 8 exactly! 2 5s and a 3!
Iconic, honestly.
Insanity!
The Mikey magic continues.
The Mikey magic
Genuinely,
continues.
today's going fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Swimming.
All right.
Truly, you owe everything to Gayle and her study sessions, but Palladium's midterm, Selena's extra midterm to try and get some more people up to speed. You do pretty fucking solid on both of them. Like,
Oh,
no chip off your shoulder. You did good.
fantastic.
Yes, which also is very nice for Vivian.
Yeah, look at, she's also smart. Princess smart.
Very much. Will help Andros much when graduate. Yes.
All
All right. Next DC is a 10.
Yeah. Oh God.
You got work, the main mystery quest, and extracurricular.
I'll do 3 Wake stuff because 3 Wakes has been like, I feel like after the whole kerfuffle with the snake situation, she may need to just double check to make sure that everything's still a-okay on the 3 Wake side, even though everything was justified because a gigantic snake attacked everyone. So, and the snake that belonged to Sephi was injuring people and biting people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have footage of that on Gayle's GoPro. That's a given. But I'll do it at...
Yes.
I'll also risk it and do it at disadvantage just to see. Hey, listen, you told us like
10?
you told us that we have to use our disadvantages. So I'm going to. Oh, you want to take it back now?
No. You guys never do disadvantages. I mean, okay, but you had a disadvantage. Okay, do what you want.
Yeah, technically the disadvantage was due to my stress tokens. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll actually see.
Yeah.
6, 6, and a 4. That's a 10.
Yo,
Girl.
What the fuck?
this is fucking shit.
Where were you? Oh my god.
Oh. Bro, chat was like, don't fucking jinx it. Well, without the swearing, but that's me. But like, they're like, don't jinx it. And look at this. It's not being jinxed. The Maggie
Fine. We are fine.
The Mikey magic continues.
A 6, 6, and a 4. That's crazy. Okay. Everything, I guess, is fine in the
geez.
3 Wakes world.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
This is
You
kind
continue to
of
have
insane.
shows at Guys. You do get contacted through your work 3 Wakes phone from Noel, the DJ.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, 3 Wakes, I wanted to apologize for having to use the stage at Sif's show. I had been contacted as a backup DJ in the event that there was a takeover of the fashion show. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, and this is a terrible reasoning, but
Stuffy really thought, I guess he was right in the end, but even if there wasn't a takeover, he just had you on standby just in case.
honestly, yeah, he had heard rumors. He said a little bird told me that someone was planning something, and so he wanted to be ready. So I wanted to extend a professional apology so that we could still work together in the future, because there's got to be like having a wonderful professional like yourself in the world making the stuff that you do. I don't want to make enemies of that. So sorry about that, and I hope your friend's hand is fine.
Oh,
I can be a little hard-headed.
yeah, that's no problem. That entire night was insanely chaotic. Literally, a lot of big feelings were felt. So,
Yep, totally fair. I also had a work proposition for you, if you're open to it.
okay.
You know that Noel is far beyond the following that you have had. He's been practicing longer
Oh yeah.
and has a larger following.
Yeah.
His proposal is to do a duet duo at a later rave in Magix
Oh,
sometime after spring break.
yeah. Love to.
Perfect. I'll send you some more details. Thanks for being cool about all of this. I really appreciate it. But looking forward to working with you.
Yeah,
You have some
totally.
good music.
Yeah, you too. And how is... I just want to look at how Sephi's Winkstagram is doing. just as a curiosity. I just want to know.
With the whole snake event, there's people and like having 2 fashion shows, and then there was a whole snake thing, and it was all jealousy, and he kind of got hurt. There's multiple stories that have been spun of he was the one that perpetrated it, and he was the one that is also a victim. He has some people that are very still strongly on his side that you can see from his Instagram, but he has not posted since the event. And he was very much a couple times a day poster. But last you saw him, he was passed out. So you don't know of his well-being unless you go and ask.
Yeah. No.
Are you gonna look into him?
No, I'm not.
No, okay, because I was like,
No.
you have one more track if you wanted to do it.
No.
Just put it on Seth.
I am going to play some fairy ball with my advantage this time.
Yo!
You are going to do what?
Playing some fucking fairy ball. I'm ramped up. My stress is kind of lowered. I passed. I got a C on my midterm. That is passing. So I'm celebrating by playing some fairy ball.
You got like a C+ to B-. Like you're doing pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
let's go.
So I invited. I again extended the invitation for Gayle and Romi and the rest of the SB6 to play if they wanted to. But it's mostly just like the Red Fountain girls
guys
and the guys if they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Gayle will come only if you need the numbers.
Or you could just watch me just smoke everybody else.
Romi goes to watch and is just like, wait, what are the rules?
You know, Gayle will watch too. Okay,
that was a foul, wasn't it?
No. I think it's only a foul if they behead the other person.
There's no beheading in this game.
No beheading, Gayle. For the last time, there's no beheading in this game.
Okay, what kind of game doesn't have beheading in it? Let me check the fucking rule book.
Normal game. We literally invented this game a month ago. There's no. Anyways, I'm throwing the ball, and with my advantage.
Throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
Fucking what kind of game?
That's a
boring ass games. No beheading.
That was an 11. So I mean,
so close.
So close.
Damn.
So close. You have a little bit more frustration until the point where Christian was like, "Okay, we're not gonna think about rules. We're just gonna pass around a ball for a while. Everyone good with that? Yeah.
Great.
Okay. We'll just do that."
Okay.
So.
Wait. So they stop. So okay. Beheadings?
Gayle, stop it!
We don't do beheadings, Gayle. That's not part of what fairy ball is. Dude, you don't even know what fairy ball is in the first place.
Honestly,
Peter,
Gayle,
shut up. Peter, shut up.
I just might behead you right now if you just keep on yapping away. And
okay, but isn't that like
us.
a fucking... Isn't that a 10-yard foul?
What are you... 10-yard foul for what?
I'm not playing. I'm on the bench.
Then stop trying.
Look at me. I'm seated.
Stop
Gayle,
trying.
just have an orange slice with me. I think that's really all that we're gonna do here.
Okay, sure.
Stop backseat gaming us. Stop it.
Sorry. I'll stop.
But
Fairy Ball, the stupid and dumb game.
Played by stupid and dumb people.
My God, I love it. But you spend majority rest of your time just trying to casually play more so than getting wrapped up in a few things because tempers were a little high. But the Red Fountain girls head back. You do notice that Yuya was not among them for those who did come to play. But they head back a little more frustrated of like, okay, maybe we should figure out more so what the rules are next time, but not bad. And the Alfea boys are like, well, especially Christian is the one that is very much downtrodden out of everyone. Everyone else is like, okay, that wasn't too good, but like whatever.
Listen, it is what it is, man. We literally invented this sport a month ago, so we're gonna still have to iron out some wrinkles. I'm just glad that people were catching the ball. Like, yeah, the ball has hit
Hunter
less.
actually caught it with his arms other than his face, so I mean that's an improvement.
Exactly. You just gotta look on the bright side, man.
Yeah. We'll try next practice. Like, it's good. It's good. We'll figure something out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. Sounds good. That concludes your shotgun scenes, Lily. Gayle.
Or you mean
Oh, no,
Romy?
Romi. It's like,
Hello.
okay, in Discord, Mikey's in my bottom right, so I'm like, zoop, 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 zoop. He's the last one, but no, it's Romi.
Hello, it's me.
Hello. What would you like to do, my dear, for your shotgun scenes?
I want to take my exams first.
What a weenie.
Oh, your you do need to use 2 advantages, 2 disadvantages throughout your
I'm
next
going to
5
use a
rolls.
disadvantage on my exam here.
Okay.
Romi's been going through it. There's been a lot on her
Please.
plate recently.
Into the thick of it.
Please roll
And that's mental?
Yeah.
mental. Please roll mental.
Hey.
I said it in
that
my mind,
is-
but not out loud, so like don't
That is
mind
a
me.
5.
Nice.
With the
Oh, so
Ooh,
good.
Nice.
Could have not been good. Could have not been good.
that could have been real bad. Could have been real bad. But yeah,
All right.
she went to Gayle's study group and was one of the last people to turn in her exam at the end of class. It was just like shakily handing it over. It was just like, here.
Are you all right, Romi? Asks
So
Palladium.
good. Everything in my life is going so great. Thank you for asking.
I don't believe that.
You shouldn't. But
Do you need to talk to? Do you need to talk?
They redeemed
exams are all
truther
done.
on Romi. Romi, spill the beans.
Would you like to sit down and talk?
Do you have a second?
I have all the time in the world. And he magics a chair that is very comfy and summons a little pot of tea in a good cup. You don't have to lay all the way down.
Romi lays all the way back into it and holds the cup like this. She's just like,
Professor Palladium, I don't think I'm doing good at anything right now.
Well, your midterm, it looks like you're doing good in one respect.
I mean, I'm doing things well, but I'm not doing good.
Explain.
I'm making life harder for people in my life. I'm making a difference, but it's a bad difference. You know?
In what way are you making a bad difference? Are you talking down to people? Being demeaning? Are you verbally abusing them or physically abusing them?
No, it's
Are you trying your best?
yeah.
Then I don't see the problem. If there continues to be discourse, potentially it could be something that the other party must work on as well. It has no part on you. You are a fantastic listener. You work well with your friends, even if you don't pay attention in class. Don't think I don't notice everything. Even though you stay up until ungodly hours in the morning working on your foul contraptions, and you see like literally his whole office is wood. Like everything he is like nature and wood, so machines are not his thing. But at the same time, it's something that you were passionate
I heard
about.
there were some cars on Earth that had wood in them at one point. That's kind of cool, right?
They chopped down trees and put them in their vehicles.
It was more decorative, but
You're right, you wouldn't like that. Even for a stylistic choice.
It would be better, but at the same time. But that's not the point. The point is, if you are trying your best, then that is all you can do. If other people are being negative towards you, the best and only thing to do is to cut them out of your life and or put boundaries in place and make sure they respect them. If they cannot, then you cut them out of your life, regardless of who it might be. And it will be difficult for some to be cut out. They will not respect those boundaries, but you must hold firm. And I think you will do quite all right.
thanks, Professor Palladium.
Anytime.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Absolutely.
Do you know anywhere that I can do good things. I want to.
My next track. Romi wants to either get a job or volunteer somewhere so that she actively does something good with her life.
Start a STEM thing. A
And-
STEM thing for girly pops.
And because also with her mom out of the picture, she's going to have to provide for herself a lot more. So she's like, fuck, I have to get a job. I have to do something good because everything I touch is going badly. If I do something that is inherently good, maybe it'll be okay.
STEM.
All
STEAM.
right. Is there something you had in mind? You could do something to help pick up others. You could be a handy woman of sorts and be a fix-it person. You could educate smaller children on the ways of robotniks.
I don't think kids and I would mix.
Not children. You could teach the elderly to use technology, as you put it.
Oh no.
Can't I just
If
like
children
fix
are out
their
of the
notes?
line, then why not older individuals? They're much easier to please. You just say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and tell them that they're mainly right, but to try things a little differently, and there you go.
I mean, I could try.
You could.
Really, I know how to fix bikes. That's really it.
You can work at a bike shop.
You could volunteer with the robotics fairs. There's a few that are still here, not that many because of magics, but there are quite a few that are still on Earth. So you could always volunteer and work there. You could even potentially get a teaching position. I could put in a good word with those that I know.
Yeah, just something that matters.
Like to try robotics? It would be
Yeah.
with children.
No, we'll
But-
figure that out.
If you bring that weird penguin Roomba thing with you, potentially you might make some good friends. What was the
looks in
name?
her
Hephaestus?
She
Hephaestus?
nods and pulls him out of her
Hephaestus?
backpack.
Goes, Hephaestus.
Oh, God. Sorry,
Okay, you
I
don't
just
have to
think
make that face, Professor. Like,
it's
No,
not
you're being
my
super
choice.
judgy right now. Like, it's
I
fine.
am.
You don't have to like him, but like not in front of him.
Is he sentient? Good lord, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Does he like tea?
no, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for the tea and the conversation.
Motor
Just going through some
Motor
stuff right
oil.
now. He doesn't need tea, Professor.
beings
Would
who
be
do not
okay.
consume or enjoy tea are very questionable indeed. But I
True.
will look into some work for you to work with robotics,
Thanks.
and we can go from there. Potentially some work might take you to Earth, but if you enjoy it, then you can continue with it, and that might be something positive for you to work on.
Yeah. No, yeah, that could be cool. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I will send you a letter.
Okay. It can't be an email.
Worst yet, it's a fax. The fax, the worst of them all.
Ugh. The telegram.
It's brought by carrier pigeon. Fuck that.
Singing
But
telegram. Don't worry
Go
about it.
ahead and roll for work.
Okay. I'm going to take an advantage on this because I'm just going to flip flop advantage, disadvantage, disadvantage.
Absolutely, whatever you would like to do. Your DC is 6.
Okay, what am I
You
adding
had
to
advantage.
this?
The thing with work is that sometimes you just do different things for work, like whatever Lily is doing versus whatever Gayle is doing. So if you
Yeah.
believe that your work is more mental or more physical or more emotional, that is on for you to decide, and I am okay with whatever you decide.
I feel if it's like a kids robotics thing, then it's going to be emotional or persona.
I will accept either. Go ahead, whichever
Okay.
one you're better at.
I'm gonna take Persona because that brings me
Good.
to a 10.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
10 on a 6.
Palladium sends you a letter detailing a small company that is you have to gain your beliefs your third year by saving someone, and the one after you have to bring back magics to like an earthling for those who don't believe in it anymore. This was originally a program started by a previous fairy for children on Earth, which like it was robotics. It's not so much magic, but so much that robotics feels like magic.
Mm-hmm.
That she started this company. There are some outreaches that are in magics, but they are on Earth, and there is also a larger festival in Gardenia on Earth,
Ooh.
which will be doing surfing robotics, which is a waterproof robot to surf. And the children are going to be programming and running these robots to see if they can ride the waves.
Shut up.
Which conveniently is going to be on your spring break.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. You should Rami, you should totally ask Lily the physics and the mechanics revolving surfing and stuff.
Romi keeps reading through it and like she's like drawing in her little like drawing some schematics. She goes, Lily.
What?
Lily.
What?
Lily.
How do you surf?
I tried to teach you, remember? And
Yeah, but now I need to know. I didn't need to know before, but now I do. Because I have to make sure that these kids can make robots that can surf.
wait, robots that can surf?
Robots that can surf.
Wait a minute. Are these
What angle does your arm have to be at?
Hang on, just for context, these robots aren't going to like be in place of like surfing competitions. These robots aren't going to be in place of the competitive. Okay.
No, these are just robots that can also surf.
Okay, just for shits and giggles. Okay.
Yeah, just for fun.
I don't know.
This is a kids robotics fair. What do you think they're gonna do?
I don't know. Kids are smart now. Like they can do whatever they want. They can hack into like a crazy.
Really, one of my kids at robotics club has been picking his nose consistently. They're not that smart.
How old are these kids?
You have anyone from like this like young 7 to 8ish to like a good mid-teens.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So you have a wide range. So those that actually help and those that do not. But you were very big on the helping create fit together and also the programming.
Yeah.
So you do have to do some of that.
Surfing.
But with the success, you do a decent job of helping guide the kids. Even if sometimes they don't always understand, you hold patience with them and they feel like they're actually doing something, even if they might not actually be doing something progressive at all. The attitude is there, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
How successful they're going to be, we'll find out at spring break.
We'll fucking see.
Yay!
Who the fuck knows?
Oh.
Can I say like
Good.
in like the time where I went to go surfing for self-care, that's when I invite Romi out and just like analyze. Like she has like a camera, like a mocap sensor or something that would just tracks my movement while I surf. Like there's no way Lily can describe what she does. She has to do it for you to like take the thing, turn it into data, and then do the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Beautiful. Romi? I think that was very successful. And you have a fair-ish paycheck. It's your first hard-earned own money that you have gotten without any attachments to your mom.
Nice.
Cool. I fucking spend that shit on bike parts, baby.
Take that, can't tax that. That's all yours.
It's all yours, Romi.
I would like to roll extracurricular with advantage. I am sending Ventus, Ashini, and Zena a message that is like, we're working on bikes this Saturday. Be there or be square. There are got some sick new parts, got some sick new things. We can do new paint jobs. Why are we not working together on this?
Because every time that I work on anything, you think that I'm stealing your ideas. And Ashini like upvotes that, and Zena's like, Romi wouldn't do that. even though that was literally the rumor of like other people stealing other people's shit and all that stuff that you started at the beginning of the year. But you know,
Romi, you should also totally tell them about our new Spellbound merch. How everyone should have a decal on their bike.
Romi's like, I don't know what you're talking about with like the little like hair flip emoji.
Go ahead and roll for your bike work. I would accept potentially physical or mental if it's physical actually doing the shit, or mental if you're programming or calculating things. I will accept either. But your DC is 8 and you're saying you're taking advantage. So
it's a 12, baby.
Nice.
Oh, delicious.
Juicy.
Good. You are at the rink. You have Big Bertha plus Zena's bike. Ventus's, Ashini's bikes are there. All of them are there. They're all like working on their own stuff with their own little projects. And Ventus is like very much like, I told you not to use that coil.
And just if you say that one more time, I'm gonna throw this at your head.
Oh, Ventus, it's fine. She explained it and it made perfect sense. Oh yeah, explain it. And Zena's like, because of heat, it
Zena
cools different.
You got it. No, you can do it.
And with the output, it is not as much friction, so that it will not make force against our moving parts moving forward.
I'm gonna give you an A for effort. We were almost there. The Freon in it makes sure that it cools down faster so that you don't have heat differential when you're going. Because if you have the heat slip differential, that's going to add a little bit to your time because it's going to expand the metal, but you really want it to cool down. With the Freon, that's going to cool down a lot faster because it's going to go over this way and that way and that way. And Ventus doesn't think about that kind of stuff because he works with a bigger chassis. So he's already thinking of different cooling systems, whereas we about cooling this way. Gotta go over here and we do this. And Robbie just starts going mile a minute and everything. And she goes, right, Ashini? You're on my side, right?
Ashini is like, I was not paying attention. Zena is like, what did you say about Freon again? And Ventus just starts laughing. I told you. But I think working with kids is actually helping you.
Wait, really?
I mean, you're talking slightly less faster. I would put it about
fast these kids talk?
a tenth of a second less. Which is helpful. I got down more words than I think I normally do. So you're doing great.
You guys don't understand. These kids talk so fast about so many things. And it's not even related to robotics at all. They'll just start talking about Minecraft. What is a Minecraft?
Skibbity toilet, anybody?
What is Riz? None of these kids will tell me what Riz is.
What is Ohio Sigma? What is that?
Did they say you didn't have any Riz, or did they say that you did?
One of them called me the Rizzler and one said I didn't have Riz. So I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it. And Ventus goes back to his work, but tells you again, like, it's gonna make too much output, it's gonna have too much of a bang, you're probably gonna spin out. And Zena's like looking at you a little worried.
You're not gonna spin out because you're a good biker.
But if the parts aren't actually working,
we need to test this?
Mach 6, then it's not gonna work.
We'll get to Mach 6. We'll be able to get to Mach 6.
Shift 6, number 6. What's the number 6 supposed to mean?
Oh, we're the Spellbound 6.
I meant the shift gears number 6.
Right, but I put the little sticker there for... Did you read Gayle's newspaper? Instead of like the new Winx Club or like the Daughters of the Winx, we're kind of going by Spellbound 6 because that sounds cooler. So
I don't read physical papers. I read everything online.
There is a digital version, but yeah.
There's an e-mag.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll read it later if it's by your friends.
No, yeah, I mean you don't have to. It's chill.
Oh, absolutely.
We made stickers. I put one on Big Bertha, so if you guys want to
on my laptop. Do I have to pay you for it?
No. Senna.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I can pay you a couple gems.
Senna, no, put those back. Put those in your pocket.
But
it's fine. It's fine. I have a job now. A job that pays
I
me
will
money.
pay half for parts. And she takes out like a good amount of gems and gives them to you. No, I'm not taking them back. I'm not taking them back.
Oh my God, Senna, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this.
Too bad. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Besides, you're teaching me a lot about baking, so you're also kind of a tutor. I mean, I'm not 12 or 6, so there's a difference, but like I have about as much knowledge as them in terms of building things. So, I mean, it works.
I mean, I think you could at least build a robot. At least out of the materials they have.
More comfortable with programming than the building, for sure.
Yeah. The programming. All the good stuff.
I mean, it's heart and soul about some technology, you know? Having the good heart, having the good software in there to tell them what to do. Have you seen the sizes of the microchips that the humans have made in recent years? It is exceptional.
To be honest, I haven't really paid a lot of attention to that recently.
You're doing your work now. Wouldn't that be something that you have to look into with all the programming? Are you having difficulties with it? Can I help?
No, it's cool. It's real basic stuff, so it's not anything I can't do.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Thanks, Anna.
What would you like to do for your third track? It is a DC 10.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Relationship.
Call my dad at disadvantage. I'm gonna call my dad at disadvantage.
All right, it's fitting.
Please.
Come on. We're spreading the monkey magic.
Spicy numbers. Let's go.
Come on.
What do I add to this?
Okay, with it's Persona.
Okay,
It's a
that's still not
relationship.
gonna get it. It's an 8.
Beans.
Would you like to take a stress token?
You are at 1 stress token right now.
So you could potentially try and re-roll if you wanted.
No, I'll take the 8.
We'll take the 8.
I'll take the 8.
Beans.
Tell me how this
This
goes.
is not gonna go well. I know it wasn't gonna go well. That's why I put it at the end.
Tell me how this goes. Or at least how it starts.
Romi has gotten like she calls her dad after it's been like a couple weeks since the news dropped, and she hasn't really tried to reach out to her mom. But one day she does.
Ooh,
And doesn't
Shattered
hear
Redeemed
anything.
reroll.
Oh,
Yo!
Yo.
very kind.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's re-roll that.
Yeah.
do it.
Holy. Let's go.
Is it worse?
It's the exact same number.
All right. Well, that was a try. That was a try.
Okay, question. Did you roll with
switched
disadvantage again?
I mean, I just rolled the 2 dice that I had, and it just switched the numbers because one of them was a 2 and one was a 4, and then it switched to a 4 and a 2.
All right. Well, that would have mattered.
But
Damn.
she tries to call her mom, and it goes through as blocked. So she calls her dad. And she is holding back tears, and she's just like, pick up. Please.
Oh, my Rev Queen, my Spark Plug Princess, my Fix-It Fairy. How are you doing? Do any of those work? Do any of them sound okay?
Fix-It Fairy sounded promising.
Fix-It Fairy?
Fix-It Fairy was
At least not in this
fun.
conversation. This is just G9 talking.
No, Fix-It Fairy was fun.
Well, there's actually a name. That's not too bad. Well, I know I messaged you before that when you were ready we could talk, and I'm in Magic's So we could meet up for coffee if you want.
Can we? There's a diner that has milkshakes.
I think I know the one. I'll come pick you up, dear, okay?
Yeah, I can get there. I'll meet you
Right,
there.
right. You have wings now. I forget that. Silly me.
Right,
I'll go
wings.
get us a booth. And you want a strawberry milkshake?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd
Okay.
be good.
All right, I'll put in an order when I get there. Okay, I'll see you soon, my little fix-it fairy. Arriving at the diner, Timmy has some cheeseburgers with all the fixings that you like, fries. You have a strawberry milkshake. He has a vanilla one. And he looks a little nervous. He is very much dressed nicely, like almost you'd expect for a tech geek to go have an interview. He's got jeans
Oh no!
and a button-down shirt. He's got a little jacket on, suit jacket. He looks, and he has his little glasses. He keeps on like shoving up his nose, and he stands when he sees you. Me, it's been a very long time. Do you want to sit? He goes to almost pull out the chair, but it's a booth, so he can't. But he
Dad, oh my god. Okay.
he sits down. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been out.
Yeah.
But
how
how
are
are you?
doing? No. How are
I
you?
mean, I'm doing okay. I'm still continuing some job work with the guys, helping with some program tech defense software for Heraklion and Zelaria. So work's been good. Nothing changed that much. Your mom hasn't. I want to say that it's not your fault about what happened. No, Romy.
No, but it is. No, but it is. No, Dad, but it is.
It's not.
But it is.
Romy, no.
No, Dad, if I had actually gotten any of Mom's power, any of her talent, any of that, this wouldn't be happening like this.
No, Romy, no. No.
Dad, you would still be together if I wasn't the way that I am, Dad. It is my fault.
Not. I put my foot down, and I don't do that often, but I put it down now. You are not allowed to say that it is your fault because this is a relationship between myself and your mom, and it does not have any reflection on you. But Tekna is not the woman that I married. And I know that as you grow, people change and you grow to love that person, but Tekna grew further away from the person that I loved, and it was not just the treatment to our daughter, it was the treatment of myself, of others. Tekna.
What was she doing to you?
She expects a lot.
And the sky is blue and water is wet, Dad. Thank you.
But it never seemed that what I did was enough. And it was like the emotions and the emotional girl, the person that I like grew to love, just wasn't there, and she was thrown into her work, and we'd had fights before about certain things, and it was not just you, but seeing how much that tore you up. I could accept certain things on myself, but I couldn't accept that the person that I knew and loved was so uncaring. And it is completely on her and her actions for what led me to do what I had to do. But if she wishes to continue any talks with me, she has to be the one to decide that, and it has to be for a good reason rather than wanting me back at the job. For my efficient work ethic that could increase by 10%. Please don't repeat that. Please don't repeat that. But it is not on you. It has never been on you. It has been your mother who has changed. You have been consistent. Your techno talk that you gave, I know she gave some credit, but it was fantastic.
You deserve more. You deserve more credit. And software is not for everyone, and that's okay. And I think that what you're doing and what you're doing with those kids with robotics, and that sounds wonderful.
She made
And
it.
I would be willing to help in whatever capacity you'd like because I want to be there for you. And I know that I haven't so much, so I've been trying to support you from the back end, but I haven't been there present with you outside of giving you hovercraft lessons, which I don't know if I even taught you that well.
I mean, I know how to drive one.
But do you know how to land one? That's the important part. The driving's not that bad. Evasive maneuvers could also use a little bit of work. It's okay. It's okay. I'm so sorry. No, this is a very positive, constructive thing.
No,
But
Dad, you're saying all this now, but I appreciate it. I just like I tried to call Mom today, and she's blocked me. And it's like I don't really have a Winxtagram anymore because of that whole thing. And it just makes me see that all of this is kind of coming back on me. Like, you guys have such a history that she would want to make the effort for you. She'll want to come back for you. She'll want you, not just your work ethic. She'll want you. And
that would be wonderful.
not me.
Romi.
She won't, Dad. She won't.
No. Absolutely not. If that is the case, I am not going to choose between... No. Absolutely not. She is either going to shape up her shapings or not. She is going to put work aside or she won't. Either she cleans up her act or she doesn't. And I will not accept anything else. And that includes fair treatment of you. Because no matter how much history there is, that can all go away. Unfortunately, it can. I loved your mother. In many ways, I still do. But I can't go back to how that was. It was a very quiet house. And it was much worse after you were gone. But what is between your mother and I is between us. She must figure out for herself what she wants. And if it is not me, that's fine. I'll be fine. And you see your dad tear up a little bit.
Romi reaches over and like takes his hand.
It's like, Dad.
I'm okay, Sugar Plum. No, sorry. Fuck. Don't swear. I'm so sorry.
Dad, I'm in college. I can say the fuck word, okay?
Oh, you should not. What
Yeah.
if Hephaestus hears and starts repeating you?
Cool. then I programmed something right.
That would be very funny to hear him say that.
It'd be
But
really
no,
fucking funny.
no. But
It's not something I would have been able to do at home. I mean, a penguin Roomba
Probably
that
not.
says fuck? Yeah, no, she wouldn't have really been into that.
she wouldn't have found it funny at all. I know, Romi. I love you.
Sorry, Dad.
You have nothing to be sorry for.
You keep saying that, but
And I will keep saying that until you believe that it could be true.
if I could have just been what she wanted, then
You would have
Would've
been
been fine.
lie. Absolutely not. I will take my grease stain staying up until 2 a.m. setting off fire alarms daughter than someone who is unhappy.
you know she's just gonna replace me with Coda. She's wanted to do that since
Hoda
know, ages.
does anything and everything. He will always say yes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if someone that is cold and unfeeling chooses something else, that is again on them and is not a reflection of you. You are your own person with your own skill sets. I truly believe that. And your cousin is fair at several things. And I don't fault him for doing his best at what your mother does. But just know that if she does, shake it off. You know, little boogie, little dance, little shake, something.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
I don't have the best dance moves.
that's
I could do the robot. It
really
is a good creaky arm. There's the smile.
Kind of laughs and like just looks over and is like, just kind of
There's
scary.
no way that you could be replaced. Nor would I. I would keep you even if there's an updated version of you, like it's 3 years from now you, then like I will still love you then. But different franchise, like I won't switch between Wapple and Whamson. You're still the product that I choose. That sounds good.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, my little fairy. Now, let's eat. Let's enjoy these milkshakes and tell me all the good stuff that you and your friends have been doing. I read that the Times that Gayle put out. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
I like the article on the underground racing. Do you know anything about it?
It's not as underground because there's a whole article that everybody's reading about it.
It doesn't really break anything open or give any details, but it does say like a fairy at Alfea, and I can't imagine that you wouldn't be into it. So you, or at least no. So tell me about it.
Yeah, I have this really cool bike, and her name is Bertha. And
Pictures?
oh yeah, and she starts going off, and like
This is so wholesome.
Oh,
I don't believe this was a failure. How is this a failure from the DC?
And so I bring in the Freon there, and I use the Freon to cool down the chassis because it's going to fix the heat slip differential because it's a smaller chassis. Because, I mean, Ventus was telling me that it was going to not work because he used bikes with a bigger chassis, but on Zena's here, it's going to be really a lot better. And I tested it first on Bertha because it's really interchangeable with everything, and the spokes and everything.
Speed extra that you wanted to do in the back. You might have a heating problem if you try and like rip into it too quickly. There might be an overload, so you're probably going to have to put in an overload flux capacitor type. Just to be certain. I think what you have is fine, but if it overheats, you need to have a fail safe to prevent from any explosions. I think it's still fine though.
The fail safe in the it's right there beneath the.
And it's broken for 400 hertz?
No.
This is where the failure comes in.
Well, that's not bad. We've been talking it through with other individuals. That helps. You can no. It's not bad. It's very inventive.
When you say very inventive, you mean it's wrong, Dad.
There's just some other safety features that could be in place that,
you can just tell me that it's wrong.
There's not. What was that thing that Edison said about failures? That thing about it doesn't matter how many failures, it matters when you get it right.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yep, I will just go back into the shop tonight and I'll change it and I'll fix it. And
do you want any help?
No. You show me where it went wrong. It's great.
That's not what I. Okay. The remainder of the impromptu lunch is a little bit more tense. But you have a closer relationship with your dad than you had previously, so you have a weird win-loss. But you don't walk away feeling that too confident in Big Bertha or in your relationship with your mother.
No. Which means she goes directly to the garage afterwards.
Not fun. You have one more track. The DC is 12. You've done your academics, you've done work, extracurricular, and within your relationships.
Self-care or the
You have
mystery?
self-care, the main quest left. Yes.
No, yeah, I'll do the main quest because I want to see what Seffi's up to.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll. DC is 12. You've already used all your disadvantages and advantages, so you can just roll straight.
Straight ass roll.
All right.
What am I adding to this?
Mystical.
Mystical.
Spicy
Oh,
numbers?
shit.
Spicy numbers. Mikey
Spicy numbers.
Magic!
Let's go!
Mikey Magic!
We believe.
Let's
Come on.
No! Alright.
Guys, away.
Well,
I'm not taking a stress token for this.
no.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
Yeah, fuck Cepheus.
Fuck him.
Trying to you find as much as Lily had before that he hadn't posted much, but save for actually trying to track him down, which you were not wanting to do, there isn't much else to find on the interwebs. Even his website that he has for his fashion line hasn't been updated since of anything regarding his launch and or related products. So you don't know what else has happened since.
Okay.
You put out feelers and alerts for anything in case something does update.
I message Merlin. That's what I fucking do.
So I'm like, hey, asshole. Where's Sephi?
Could have asked Perdon or
Sepsis.
someone else who was a little nicer to us.
Just
Oh,
wondering if the situation's been neutralized. This is a strictly professional text conversation.
Business only. This is a Slack
Business only.
This is a Slack message.
This is a Microsoft Teams message.
This is a whack message.
Oh my god.
This message is whack.
So you say, hey, asshole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know what happened with Merlin and Gayle. Romi's
Oh,
not
you
being
know
nice
all about it.
this.
You had a good girl session about that.
We
You
had a
did.
good girl sesh about it. We're not being nice.
But what? You get a response another sometime later.
Mhm.
Foul language is not acceptable, nor do I have any information.
Sorry. Hello, asshole. Is that better?
Romi.
Nothing changes.
Okay, when the heat death of the universe happens, I'm blaming you, Mer. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Appreciate that. Thumbs up.
Oh,
BT
damn
Dubs,
it.
Gale's doing really well.
What the
She's doing so good. She started a newspaper and she's making a name for herself. We went out
I'm glad to hear it.
We went to a
found an artifact.
guano-infested barn. And
We found a thing. Damn it.
we literally found shit.
You know, we literally have found shit.
Lily is leaning
The
over
last
Rami's
thing
shoulder.
Romi
Actually, it's the
said-
Crimson Amplifier. Thank you.
Lily is leaning
But
over Rami's
last
shoulder,
thing-
telling her what to say. Like, oh, tell him that we actually found shit, but like we found good shit.
No, Lily, I got this. I got this. Type. Oh, wait. ... You don't care about how Gale's doing. My bad. XOXO.
Yes.
Robbie like throws her phone and is like, okay, I'm done.
I fist bump Rami.
Gayle walks in the room. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, how was Donaldo's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, work was pretty alright. You know, it's been a little bit. I've been a little stressed lately, you know.
Did you ask Dawn to see if it was okay if you could like sell some of your newspapers over there, like put like a little booth for just like the Times?
Yeah,
Like a
no,
newspaper stand.
he had a couple. He said he had an old newspaper stand in the back, so we sort of like
Yeah.
set that up by the front of the shop.
Great.
You know, well, we're not exactly taking a profit on them because you know it's technically we're non-profit, so any funds we make has to be are just invested
research.
back into the printing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Could at least make you like a little like vending machine for them, so it feels a little more fancy.
Well, no, it's just a little stand. It's sort of like not trying to make it a huge thing.
But it could be huge.
It could be.
It could be huge.
It could be. I mean, based on how newspapers are, it did better than we thought for the soft launch. So yeah. Well, I mean, we gotta have a new issue ready. We're doing just monthly issues because it's only me and Hawthorne working on it right now. But it's going well.
Okay, good.
What were you two talking about before I came in? You seemed really excited. Is any good news?
Romi's working on surfing robot, and she asked me to provide data for how it should work in the water.
I was just texting the program manager about that to talk about the schematics for the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, does this have to do with the spring break trip where we're going out surfing?
Spring break.
Dawn like pops out of the room. Are we talking about the spring break trip? We have to plan.
Oh, spring break.
Yeah.
Right.
Spring break.
Spring break. Yeah. That's
Iris and Gabby are both in their rooms. Gabby's like working on her laptop. Iris is just like, okay, so we're going to Gardenia? Like we could go to the beaches of Celeria and we're gonna go to the beaches of California, Gardenia.
Well,
okay. Apparently,
I've never
we're
been to
helping
Earth
out
before.
12-year-olds.
I mean, it's much cheaper.
Okay.
They're like 7.
Money's not an
12?
option. It's fine. No big deal, Romi.
Oh no, but it should be so fun. Surfing
Robbie
was such a
rolls
good
her
time.
eyes.
Iris, let's go. It'll be good. Who's all coming? Who's to come? Gabby? Well, since I no longer have any of my princess's duties, I can come for the whole trip.
Oh, good
She's
job.
on very downcast
Nice.
about that. Yes. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm down to come. Okay, cool. Okay, who else? Anyone else want to come? Or is it just be the 6 of us? Would it be fun?
We could just have a girls trip for the new team. You know,
it's not truly going to be a girls' trip because Tyrone is reluctantly taped to my back, so it's a girls plus boy.
Should we invite some more boys?
So he won't. At least
We should invite some more boys.
if he doesn't want to feel left out, or we could just invite the rest of the Red Fountain girls. Oh God, that would be if we just invited the whole Red Fountain team.
Playing with Keegan. He's so much fun.
you inviting the fairy ball guys?
No, not the fairy ball guys, just the Red Fountain team. So the girls and the guys. Christian and Peter are too much. They're I love them to death, but they're too much.
Yeah, I gotta talk to them about that rule set. They really should update it to include a few more brutal things.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, yeah, but like if it's gonna be, it might as well be a blood sport.
Oh my God. Okay, Lily's gonna start the world's biggest group chat ever.
Just
good.
Who is all coming so I can find proper accommodations and find a decent schedule?
We can invite the Red Fountain girls if they are able to come. We can invite the Red Fountain boys, so Tyrone won't be totally estrogened out. So
okay, Lily, you say Red Fountain boys, but you do realize that outside of the girls, the 5 girls, it's all guys. So who are you trying to talk about?
the ones that we only know, not the entirety of Red. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Are we inviting your brother too?
No, Leo can fuck off. Leo's not coming.
See, so we're not counting all of the Red Fountain boys. So who specifically are we inviting? Given if they actually accept going
Romi
with us, but
Romi,
who would we like to invite?
I think they have desert races in California. You should totally totally hover bike it out over there and maybe bring Ventus along just to see.
Tommy's holding her phone
You
with a
know?
message open to Ventus, and she was like, I mean,
I can invite my brother.
Yeah.
He's probably busy. He's probably busy. He's probably doing
not.
stuff.
He's not.
It's probably not.
Hey, what do you mean he's not?
I know. I have his Google Calendar. He's not doing anything. He would just be working on his bike anyways. So I'll invite him. All right, Red Fountain Boys. We're not inviting Leo. We're inviting Ventus. Are we inviting Ravi? Oh yes, I'll invite him. Okay, we'll do Ravi. Okay, who else? Do you want to invite your brother, Iris? I guess so. Okay, so we have Cole.
we get to know Cole better.
Yeah, we never hang out with
Yes.
Cole.
We haven't played with Cole yet.
We can
100%.
invite. I can probably see if Daphne and Ross want to come. Haven't really seen her in forever, but I have time to do
Not
whatever.
Daphne,
So
but
woo.
who's
Not Daphne. Shit, Sophia.
Sophia?
That was the new name. Because again, I named her Rachel, and Rachel and Ross's brother and sister was not something I could do.
Not gonna work.
Couldn't
Did
do
not sparkle with
it.
us.
Had to change.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Sophia and Ross. Who else? Gayle, is there anyone you want to invite to the Red Fountain Boys, or you're very much more with the Cloud Tower Boys? I know that. Well, actually, since Merlin,
how about we just invite some of the Alfea boys, like Hawthor and the rest of them?
all of the
Oh,
Wait,
gets to
Christian
come to
and
spring
Peter
break?
too? Because
Yeah, totally. I mean, I wanted to talk to them about their fairy ball plans because
Oh,
I feel
no.
like they're
Come
not,
to beach volleyball.
I feel like they're not
would love beach
introducing enough
volleyball.
violence, Because
Gayle,
watching
what is
it,
with you wanting this to be so bloody?
yeah, like, do you want
Well,
me to
in-
die? Do you
I
want
thought
me to draw
they were
blood?
trying.
You want our friend Lily to die?
Based off of how it looked like he was taking off of the ancient fairy Punic Wars.
ancient
and-
fairy Punic Wars aside, this is spring break. Do we want the Alfea Boys to come? To hang out with them
I
for
would
the whole week?
prefer not to because I can only handle them once a game.
We have a no.
That's a no for me.
I really don't know them outside of Peter. The others are fine.
With this many people, I'm sure that they'll branch out and find their own stuff to do.
I just don't want to be responsible for them.
Okay, are we inviting like a bunch of people, or is it just going to be like the 6 of us going? Like that's what I'm asking.
We're all grown-ups.
Yeah.
We could always invite everyone. I have a spreadsheet. I can send out the invite. We can just find accommodations in a couple. What do they call it? Airbnbs or something.
Yeah, Airbnb.
And we'll just have a good time on
like
the beach, and it'll be fine. And whoever wants to come can come. And if they want to come for a portion, they can come for a portion. It's fine. It works. Are we inviting the Alfea Boys?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Dom's good. Iris doesn't care. I'm good with it. We'll
Okay.
invite them. All right. Anyone else?
World's biggest group chat is born from this
Abby, I'm
night.
so sorry that you're becoming the mom friend who has to plan everything.
Considering how much events she's planned, this is literally
Yeah,
not
no.
bad.
Gabby literally was just like
I need something
saw
to
this
do.
happening for 5 seconds
am
and was
a
like,
millennial
I'm in
now,
charge
everyone.
here.
Bring it in. Okay, that's everyone.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
that should be-
Yes, that's
should be
everyone.
good.
That is everyone.
All right,
That is
Cleo.
everyone. Good?
I-
Good.
So good.
I will
Okay.
send out invitations and
Oh,
looking
wait.
for Airbnbs.
Can I invite Kalila?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. We got
Anyone
Kalila.
else
Yeah.
before I look for accommodations? Romi?
We could invite Zenna. I don't know if she'd want to come.
Sure. Let's do it. Anyone else?
So many fucking people.
No? Okay. Gayle? Anyone else?
Nope.
Lily? Anyone else?
No.
Okay. We have a fair party. We'll see if anyone actually, whoever comes, but I'll send out a good invitation, get some feelers, and I'll find some accommodations. I'll send you a little bit of an invoice. We'll pitch in some funds. We'll do some good cooking. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
As soon as
but-
the terms are
Thank
over,
you.
this will all be such a wonderful relief.
Perfect.
Gabby, thank you for
Thanks, Gabby.
doing that. That slaps.
Thanks for planning this out, but don't burn yourself out on this.
Considering I have no other duties to attend to, this is the least of my problems.
Okay, Gabby, you
Well,
keep bringing this up.
cheers to
Are
that.
you mad at us
Yeah,
for doing
like-
that?
Doesn't it feel nice
Gabby.
to just not do something for?
Yeah.
You have
It's
more
okay.
time.
You can be mad at us. You're
Yeah.
totally allowed to. Just let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Romi's pissed at me like all the time. Like you can just like
Off.
says the person who fucking destroyed my seance circle.
You put
With-
it in the middle of
Was
the
that the
floor.
weird thing that you put it in the middle of the floor and you had candles
It has to be
everywhere?
8 feet
Almost
wide, and I.
burned Iris's plants.
It was
You
3
know
in the
that
morning.
You could have
Please,
done it in a
from
study
3 to 4
room.
a.m..
You could have rented out a bigger study room in the library. You could have been undisturbed for X amount of hours. You didn't.
Okay.
Coming back from my sewing room, there
It
is
has to
stuff
be in a
everywhere.
place of human habitation. It can't be in a library.
People are
Also-
in the room. You basically live in the library.
Okay,
I mean,
no,
honestly,
I
yeah.
don't.
You and Hawthorne essentially pay rent there.
Basically.
Okay,
You
I'm.
really do.
Also, how's that going?
Done-
Like,
Yeah.
what's this?
I'm not taking these questions right now. I'm.
How's that going?
And I
I'm gonna-
am going to bring all the alcohol that we would possibly want, as well as Iris
Thank you.
starts typing out some food ideas.
making
If
sense.
anyone has allergies, please let me know. But I'm basically bringing booze. Oh, I'll do some food. And Don will handle food. We'll got it. Wonderful.
Take it back, Nicole. I don't wanna.
Gayle, what's going
Gayle.
on with you and Hawthorne?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're a
please,
newspaper
please,
girl
please,
now.
come on.
You've got to be interviewed.
Yeah.
This is like the hometown librarian. You guys fall in love in a bookstore.
Fine. Look. I want to do things with Hawthorne, but it feels awkward because he told me that, like, he was one of the people telling me that Merlin wasn't right for me, and I think it would be awkward if the second I break up with Merlin, I just jump over to be with Hawthorne. But, like, he tries so hard all the time, and he does his best to put everything into it, but, like, I just don't know, okay? Like,
But like, has he tried to like make a move or anything?
no.
'Cause if he's not trying that, then no harm, no foul. You don't
Yeah.
make a move, and if he doesn't make a move, that's on.
Full. That's why.
But what if I want him to make a move, okay?
Oh, if you wanted to make him move, we
You
can
want
help
him to
you
make
make him move.
This is a good.
You know what? This is actually a perfect
Okay,
cover. Invite all
I
the
don't-
boys to the spring break. Get Hawthorne alone, and we could probably just distract him with the volleyball weird thing that American Earthlings do, and then we can just put you guys in a closet. That's what happened in
Please.
in the
closet
hometown
on the beach?
librarian.
And maybe in
Please
one of
don't.
Find a closet.
maybe in our Airbnb or something. There's gonna be like 1,000 rooms.
Or we just get them locked in a room together. We could just find like a nice little library and just get the doors locked, and then they're just trapped.
Okay, I'm gonna go study for midterms. I'm gonna be in the library.
Yeah, you are.
Hi.
Wait,
Yeah.
I need to come with you. I need to come with you. I need to study.
Fine.
Wait, you
okay.
actually, you only need to study too.
Okay, fine. I'll be in the library. My stuff's already down there. I don't live there. I swear to you. My
Romi leans over to Dawn. She totally lives there.
All right.
She has a sleeping kit. I saw it tucked underneath one of the
Did you
tables in the
really?
back. Yeah. There's like a tin can strapped to a backpack too. I don't know what the tin can's for.
Is
it's
she
to
really
alert
walking
me if
in the
anyone
library?
enters. Okay.
It's
God.
you know, she does what she does. She does what she does.
Gayle, if Dawn tries to what she calls parent trap you with Hawthorne over spring break, you just have to tell her no. She might listen. But
Have you
who
really?
knows?
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna go study for midterms. I'll see you all, either later or in the library.
No, yeah. Dawn, let's go. Anybody else want to come?
Oh,
Everyone
Yeah.
in the other girls come with. Iris still typing out alcohol ideas and drink mixers. Gabby
she's not
finding
studying, she's just typing
Airbnbs.
out cocktails.
She is.
while we're going out to the
She's focusing on the
library,
important shit.
I send a quick text to Tyrone and I say, I'm sorry in advance. You're going to get a lot of text messages within the next 10 minutes. Send.
What are you talking about?
10.
And then like a minute later, he's like, oh, I see.
Gayle instantly mutes the group chat.
There's so much conversation, so many Wiggle forms being shared about food, ideas, etc. But the plan of going to Gardenia for a surfing robotics programming competition plus general hangout over the next week is planned.
Nice.
Nice.